Hello, StarCraft fans! This is falconpaladin coming to you with yet another edition of Cheese Compilation. This will be started off by a game between Mini Titan and VCE Espertau on Paladino Terminal, the latter edition. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is VCE Espertau. And in the top left side of the map, who is worker rushing, is the blue Terran player, Mini Titan. Here we go. Action starting really fast here. On this cheese compilation today, coming across the map, we have exactly 15 workers. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 workers. Exactly 13 workers. Coming across the map, one of them has minerals. Actually, 3 of them have minerals in their hands. Espertau has no idea what's happening here. Mini Titan with the 4 Falcon battle cry, killing 1 SCV with the surround. Oh, not quite a surround, but they got it. Killing any workers right now is beautiful. For Mini Titan, another worker goes down, and now it's kind of a crapshoot. It is. We are down to 14 versus 11. Mini Titan has the win. Espertau recognizing what is happening. He's out. He's out. He's running a little bit here. He's trying to get a barracks up. He's trying to get a marine out, if at all possible. Can he survive long enough to get a marine out here? Again, the fighting, the surround looking great for Espertau. 2 SCVs for Mini Titan. Not even in on that fight there, but another surround, and yet one more final surround. And it's 10-3 workers. Mini Titan has that lead right now. How are we looking? Not good, Espertau. Even if he does get a marine out right now, I'm just not sure it's actually going to make a difference. 1 SCV peels off to kill the SCV building the barracks. More SCVs coming over and forced to pause that construction of that barracks. There's the cancel. Espertau not even really trying to run anymore. He recognizes he is in trouble. Nice attempt to pick off that retreat section. That retreat angle by Espertau, but he can't quite pull it off. Mini Titan can't. These SCVs running the same speed as the other SCVs, as they're the exact same unit. But yeah, I mean, at this point, we're looking at a situation where Espertau has 2 SCVs. He's running for his life with them. We're actually mining back home for Mini Titan, which is great news for the blue Terran player, and it's going to be at Espertau. Just there's nowhere for him to go. He's coming in. He just wants to see. I think he just wants to see what's going on inside the blue Terran Mini Titan's base. And the answer is there are workers here already, and that's it. Good game out of Espertau. He taps out, and a good game from Mini Titan. So quick little worker rush there. 2 minutes and 24 seconds. A good way to get this thing started. And yeah, again, the surrounds are great. Picking off any SCVs you can early on. Any workers you can get a surround on early on is going to be wonderful. Other stuff you can pin up against things like refineries, pin them against mineral fields, and just get early pickoffs. The more you have, the more advantage you have in worker count, the better at any point in these games. So all right, that's game number 1 of the cheese compilation. We'll be back with game number 2 in just a second. Welcome back to this cheese compilation by falconpaladin. I neglected to inform you that this is cheese compilation number 10, which seems like it should be a momentous occasion, but we will have to wait and see. Here on Newkirk Precinct, we have the red Zerg player in the bottom right corner. It is Birdie from Chlamydia, which could be Chlamydia, but maybe not. And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Mauricio Mom. All right, so a ZVP here after the TVT in game number 1. This one was chosen by several of my screeners. Special thanks again to Uncle Vinny, So Micron, and Jonathan for getting back to me with the screened replays. Again, about 50, 60 of them were sent. Only maybe 10 or so can make the cut. So those of you who did not make it, do not feel bad. There was a lot of good competition here. And what you're seeing is the best of what you have to offer. It looks like Birdie not going to be cheesing as he's going hatch first here. Oh, there we go. The pylon coming up from Mauricio Mom. If this is actually somebody's mom, I'm going to be super impressed. That's awesome. So throw up a pylon to cannon rush out Birdie's hatchery at this natural expand. And Birdie either is going to scout this and be able to respond in some way, or at this point, likely not scout it, just because the Overlords are heading out the wrong direction. They're heading from right to left, hoping to scout out Mauricio Mom in about 2 or 3 minutes, but by then, it will be too late. Again, as I always say, constructing buildings have terrible vision. Look at how small the vision area is around this hatchery. Can't see anything, cannot see these cannons that are coming up right now. Bertie needs to respond in some way here. I don't know what he could possibly do. I think he's just going to lose this hatch. From there, Mauricio just needs to throw up maybe a couple cannons, wall off this top here, or just get some cannons in his mineral line in case some lings show up. There we go, cannons hitting. Oh, good job. He canceled. Birdie canceled that. Hatchery got that money back, and stealing gas is Mauricio Mom. Spawning pool on the way from Bertie. He wishes he had it a little bit earlier, but he does not. And now the question is, does he want to expand anywhere else? Does Bertie? No, he's just going to go macro hatch inside his own main base. which is extremely interesting here. I mean, you could try to get out and maybe throw down a hatchery somewhere else, but that probe's going to follow you. The difference is now the spawning pool is done. You can escort that drone with some lings. Then that way it's not as easy to cannon out another attempt at expanding. But Birdie not interested in doing any of this stuff. The lings popping out, immediately going after the assimilator, and really they should be going after these cannons that Mauricio Mom is building inside his own main base. Birdie, there's cannons inside your main right now. Overlord doesn't see anything, actually. Has not scouted a single thing. Some other things are on Bertie's mind right now. Have to assume here. And man, cannon rushing a Zerg. Look at this. Mauricio Mom is expending a lot of money into these cannons and hasn't even really walled off the top of this ramp. Which really, if you want to keep the Zerg player contained on one base, that's what you want to do, is wall this off. There we go. At least making it harder to get out. There we go. Lings trying to run through. Nope, cannons shutting them down very, very quickly. Indeed, speed's on the way. Roachwarren on the way from Bertie as well. Lings, can they get out? I mean, if you made an evolution chamber, you could lift them out in a drop lord, but I don't see any sign of that going on here either. So I think our Protoss player is just in a really good spot here. One base Zerg versus a soon-to-be two-base Mauricio Mom, who is Protoss, and I just don't see a way for the Zerg player out of this unless we get a Nidus Worm, unless we get some drop ling action, which would be interesting. Drop the lings just over here and then run them over while Mauricio Mom thinks you're contained on one base. And what is that? Evolution chamber. Okay, so maybe that is what we're going to see here, which is just nice. It's another option, another avenue for Zerg players to follow if they're stuck on one base. It used to be you kind of had a Nidus out, and that was easy to watch for if you were the Protoss player. But this way you get drop lords at tier 1, and you can get out of here without having to get to that lair, without having to get double extracted. The timing can be a little bit quicker. So one drop lord, two drop lord, second one getting morphed in here as well. Cybernetics core on the way from Mauricio Mom. Oh, trapped his own probe in here. Let's see, Mauricio's mom or Mauricio the mom. I'm confused whether to call this player a he or a she, but we're going to go with he because that's my default unless I know otherwise. So here we go, elevatoring and getting these units out of the main base. Roaches out, queens out, lings out. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. Birdie, 18 to 26 harvesters. Bad place to be if you're the Zerg player, but if you can kind of even the odds here, and really there's nothing back home for Mauricio. He has absolutely no attacking units whatsoever. 27 probes, has been probing so hard here in the last couple of minutes here. No worries, because again, the front door is effectively walled off. There's no way the Zerg's getting out of here anytime soon. He has to get a lair. He has to Nidus out. No, you forgot about drop lords. You forgot. Oh, there's a Stargate coming in, but it's just now getting warped in. And guess what? Queen here, lings here in the main mineral line. The probe's trying to kill them, but probes aren't that great at killing queens, as it turns out. They were to go dropping some more lings here with another Overlord queens. Yep, just abandoning the main base entirely here is Mauricio Mom. Probes going, I guess we'll mine from the natural if we have to. Photon overcharge is a thing. Mothership core is here. Gonna kill a few Zerglings, but is it going to be enough is the question of the day. Getting out of range of that Photon Overcharge. Mothership Core cannot do it. Oh, can't do it again. Does not have energy, has 22, 23, 26. It's going to be a while before that comes up, but the double Stargates are starting to warp in now for Mauricio Mom. It's looking close. It's looking close here. Lings going after a Cybernetics Core, which I don't think helps you all that much. Get this pylon. That's what you got to do, is get this pylon. The queens need to kill the Mothership Core, and killing this one pylon will depower the Stargates and the Warp Gates and this Forge. A single Zealot does come out, kills a couple Lings. He's very proud of himself there. The queens, there we go. Now focusing down that Mothership Core. The Roaches need to be going after this pylon. This one pylon is the key to victory. There's the Photon Overcharge. No, the queens are going to die. No, tried to lift him and couldn't do it. Are they both dead? Are any of? Oh, we have 3 queens here. Holy smokes. Mothership Core out. Mothership Core is out. Photon Overcharge is still up, though. There we go. It just now expires. Finally, Birdie recognizing what we're dealing with here. Void Ray comes out. Again, there are 3 queens. The queens aren't focusing the Void Ray, though. They're trying to get that pylon, which is not what you want right now. You need to get the Void Ray is the immediate concern for you, Birdie. All right, so the pylon's gone. Now the queens can focus on the Void Ray, and the Void Ray falls pretty quickly after one of the queens is dead, transfusing one of the other ones with the 2 that do remain, and suddenly Protoss player in a lot of trouble right now. Whole ton of trouble. Can't make a replacement. Mothership Core can really only make Zealots, but guess what? The gateways are unpowered. Can make cannons. There we go. Desperately throwing up cannons at the natural base. If that's going to be enough, it's 20 to 18 harvesters. The Protoss player still has a lead, but he also has an army sitting inside his main base. Lings, oh, there we go, going after that pylon that will power these cannons. But guess what? The cannons are too far along in their construction process for that to really matter. The roaches, oh yeah, the pylon is what you want for photon overcharge. Again, a mothership core did come out, and that's it. Nice comeback, says Maurice Mom. And Queen's, there we go. Queen's unloading from the Overlord, and that's it. Maurice Mom is out. Birdie is victorious. And Maurice Mom has left the game. Great job by Birdie making that thing happen for the Zerg player. 7 minutes and 28 seconds. Cheese into drop reaction. A lot of roaches that could have been dropped over as well. But again, Birdie was kind of focused on what was happening over on the other side of the map. So we'll be back with Cheese compilation number 10 coming back in just a second. Welcome back to Cheese compilation number 10, ladies and gentlemen. This will be a 2v2 here on Greystone Ravine. In the left side of Greystone Ravine, we have the red Zerg player. It is Mantis MM. And to the north of this player, we have his teammate, the red Terran player, Katozdes. I have no idea how to say that. Katozdes? That sounds about right. And their enemies in the bottom right side of the map, the blue Protoss player, Ebra. That looks all acrylic, but also English. Ebra. And the blue Protoss player, Spike. All right, so Protoss going up against a Terran Zerg team up today in our Cheese video number 3 for compilation number 10. Interested to see where this one goes. Who's going to be our cheeser today? Looks like a drone is moving out for Mantis. An Overlord moving out as well, but that doesn't say much of anything. There's your hatch. There's your hatch for Mantis. All right, what do we got here? Who is going to be the one to be cheesy in this 2v2? Now, 2v2s in general are incredibly cheesy. There are so many one-base plays you can do in a 2v2 situation, especially with two Terrans going against pretty much anything else. So I would not be surprised to see just basically a big old Ling Marine attack coming in, or something like just a double adept play. Well, not a double adept as in 2 adepts, but both players going for mass adepts sort of thing here. But actually, Spike doesn't have any gas at all, so he's going for a forge. Is he going to cannon rush? I don't see any blue on this side of the map to indicate a cannon rush of any sort here, but double gas for Mantis and the early expansion. Whew, I don't think Mantis is going to be our cheeser here. I think it might be our Protoss player, although, whoa, Katozdes is throwing up a command center over on the other side of the map here near Ebra's base on the low ground. It's somewhere that Ebra shouldn't really be trying to scout, as his front door is down here. Has no reason to build up here. Overlord coming in for Mantis as well, providing some high ground scouting for Katozdes. Looks like these dudes know what they're doing. Looks like they're playing extremely well here. So got some SCVs moving on out. Got a barracks coming up back home as well. Is there an engineering bay? There is an engineering bay for Katozdes. This could just be a straight up planetary force rush out of Katozdes, which I am a fan of. I enjoy watching those, so thanks to the screeners for including this one here. SCV scouts around, acts like there's just normal scout. Nothing weird here. The most normal thing in the whole world. Don't worry about me, probe. I'm just going to head on to your opponent's base or your friend's base and check things out. Yeah, a lot of zealots here from Spike. Now getting his gas. I guess he wanted zealots early in case of a Ling rush and didn't actually need them. So feeling a little bit foolish, I'd have to imagine. But guess what is coming? This is coming. The command center has lifted and is floating down into Ebra's base. It's in range to kill a lot of important things. I'm not sure if it can hit the Nexus from where it's going to land, but it can get the Cybernetics core and this gateway and Stargate and Forge and pylons. Ping, 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 says Team Blue. Ping, ping, ping. Immediate command center upgrade begin. Dun, 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 dun. 4 SCVs here to repair as well. Throwing down a missile turret because you already have an engineering bay, so might as well get a missile turret in case there is a mothership core coming, and there definitely is. Stargate done. Cannon coming in for Ebra. Will the cannon warp in before the planetary fortress finishes upgrading? I don't think it will. Mothership core comes in as well, but guess what is here? Kill the SCV building the missile turret. No, couldn't do it. Could not do it. Look out, Mothership core. You're in so much trouble right now. And boom, Mothership core is gone. Planetary fortress about 10 seconds from completing. If that even. The cannons are in trouble. The zealot is in trouble. And that's it. That's a successful planetary fortress rush out of Katozdes. This poor cannon. The cannon can do some damage, but man, it takes big time shots off of this planetary fortress with every shot. What is it, 40 damage? 40 damage per hit here. Poor zealot. Effectively gets 3 shot there. 4 shot? 4 shot. Okay, that's not too terrible. We also have a photon cannon in range. This thing's going to do super well. Spike is very impressed by what we're seeing out of Katozdes here. Meanwhile, oh, it's a spine crawler rush from Mantis on Ebra's expansion. Ebra is the focus of all the hate right now. Zealots trying to come in and deal with these spine crawlers. They should be able to do it. Mantis, unfortunately, threw these down in sight of that Nexus, so those are out. That's totally gone at this point in time. Mothership Core, or rather Void Ray, versus Missile Turret. Nope! Missile Turret has 2 kills. Bunch of Zealots here. That is 9 Zealots. Is 9 Zealots enough to kill a planetary fortress? Maybe if they focus down the SCVs. Oh, Probe's coming in to fight here as well. Can they do it? The Probe's not even really attacking. Oh, they're just catching splash damage. They're not even at the front of the lines, and they're dying so much. The splash damage is really helping immensely right now for the planetary fortress. If you had to like single target these Zealots, I think they'd win. But as it can hit 2 or 3 of them at a time with every shot, then yes, it's working them down very nicely. Zealot finally figuring out that killing SCVs is the thing to do in the situation. Bunch of Lings come in for Mantis. When in doubt, just bring in a million Zerglings to finish off your opponent. Ebra's gone. Planetary Fortress, how many kills this thing have? Come on, finish training and show me. 36! 36 kills out of Katosdis. Trying to throw down some spine crawlers here, poop and creep to allow that to happen, and now our friend Spike is in a world of hurt right now. He's got some Zealots, but that's it. He's gone. He doesn't even GG out. But Team Red, Katosdis, and Mantis MM are our victors today. The Planetary Fortress Rush in a 2v2 situation is successful. And man, 36 kill Planetary Fortress. That's in the Hall of Fame. Absolutely for sure. Mantis, kind of finishing off a wounded Nexus just with Lings is fine. But definitely Katosdis makes it happen. So great job there from that game in a 2v2. I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. And we'll be back with yet another edition of Cheese here in just a second. Welcome back to Cheese Compilation, StarCraft fans. This is Falcon Paladin bringing you yet another game between Skirta and Corti Uep. In the top left side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Skirta. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Corti Uop, which is just the top row of keys on a Corti keyboard. It's Corti UIOP. So that is a good creative way to get a name there, Corti Uop. We're going to call you Corti because it's so hard to say the other thing. So who's going to be our cheeser today, Skirta or Corti here on Paladino Terminal, the latter edition? The answer, let's see here. This SCV is being sneaky, being up to no good right now. There it is, Proxy Barracks. Proxy Barracks here, I mean, not super close to the hatchery for Skirta, but basically at a point where if you got a starport here and built some things in the barracks, they would be able to lift and fly a lot more close than if they came all the way from home. Double refinery, so probably Cyclone is what I'm thinking here out of Corti. Hatch first out of Skirta, again, with only the Overlord scouting. I feel so much more safe when I drone scout, but people disagree with me, so we'll just let it go. There's the extractor and waiting for the 17. Man, he's already on 16 supply. Wait, where did it go? There we go. 17 supply, 18 supply. So this is a late spawning pool. This is as late as you really want to do it without scouting and feel remotely safe. I'm not sure if you should feel remotely safe, in all honesty here, but Corti throwing down the barracks, throwing down the factory. This is what? This is Polt style. Did Polt used to do this in professional tournaments a few months ago? I remember this being kind of a thing he would do against Protoss. We were to go just basically Destiny Cloudfist build out next to the Protoss base, right? And then he would just get a bunch of Marines, he'd get some Cyclones, he'd get some tanks, and he'd just go wreck face. Now this is the part where Skirta needs to pay attention. The Overlord is coming in. The Overlord comes in and says, okay, there is no barracks here and a supply depot wall at the top of the ramp. There is something going on elsewhere on the map. Send Lings out. Send drones out. Making 4 Lings is fantastic. Send them out to scout. If you can find this thing early enough, maybe you can stop it. Maybe you can stop it here. Factory is going to lift off and take the reactor that the barracks just built, and it is going to be Cyclones. So it's a proxy Cyclone rush here, which I don't know that you necessarily need to build this way over on this side of the map, but I guess it does shut down or shorten the rush distance. Immediately spine crawlers coming up for Skirta. One at his natural, one at his main base. Kind of the edge of the creep, though. I prefer to have them a little bit closer to the things they need to protect, as they can just kind of be bypassed most of the time. If it's right on the edge of the creep, then the Cyclone just walks right past it and gets back behind the mineral line, and then you're in trouble. So yes, it is Cyclone. I didn't even look, and I already knew. Hooray! Cyclone Overlord coming in. Slow Overlord coming in for Skirta, saying maybe the barracks is down here somewhere. No, the barracks is not down here somewhere. The barracks is elsewhere. Oh, the SCV is leaving. Dude, Skirta, Stop making drones. Start making lings. Get up a bunch of spine crawlers. Did you see all those SCVs leave? There's no way QWERTY can follow this up with anything else. This is an all-in as you can possibly get. I mean, he left like 5 SCVs at home. But pretty close to as all-in as you can possibly get here. So it's going to be double Cyclone with repairability. A lot of SCVs to repair. A bunch of money at home, about 300 to get that repair option going. And here we go. Lings are going to be a pretty good answer here, unless you can't get to the Cyclones because they're surrounded by SCVs. Lings did see this, but lost a bunch of their number in the process. Spinecrawler trying to replant. Wrong time to replant, dude. It might die before it actually gets out of there. The Cyclones are not surrounded properly. Spinecrawler needs to focus down. Oh, what do you want to try to kill here? Do you want to kill the SCVs in this situation if you're a Spinecrawler? I don't think you can out-DPS. Your DPS can take down the Cyclone faster than it's being repaired, unfortunately, and that is definitely the case. You got to start killing SCVs, I suppose. A Widowmine out for QWERTY as well, taking down a constructing Spinecrawler. Not even close to finishing more Spinecrawlers up. Our Zerg player is in a world of hurt. Lings, again, are what you want, but the SCV's doing a great job shielding these dudes. Oh, friendly fire on that Widowmine. Widowmine actually does more damage than the Lings did, I think, there. Firing on top of those SCVs to try to get the Lings that were there, and the splash damage does hurt them. Queen, nope. No luck. Cyclone with 1 hit point, it finally dies. The other one has 19 kills, though, and is definitely still alive. A Marauder mixed in here from QWERTY as well. I'm going to go ahead and take down the Spore Crawler. The Spinecrawler is going to finish. Why are you killing the Spore Crawler? That seems so weird to me. Oh, I guess maybe he wants the Widowmine to live, but seems unnecessary. Spinecrawler gone. More Lings getting that surround action down. They're killing some stuff. I mean, 1 SCV's died in this game. Are you kidding? What? They killed the Marauder. They killed one of the Cyclones, but dude, this Cyclone is effectively immortal right now. SCV is getting that repair action on. This Cyclone is up to 32 kills. He is a commander. Again, the DPS on the Lings isn't great. It takes him a while to kill it, but you know what? If it doesn't die, a while's just fine. Widowmine's on the ramp leading from Skirta's base. Probably need more Cyclones is what I would think we need here, but maybe not. Oh, Spinecrawler's trying to get in here. No, Widowmine trying to get in there. Spinecrawler trying to shoot them down. Trying to poke them down. There's how this works. Natural base gonna die. It is 17 to 21 harvesters, but a lot of these harvesters are off on the other side of the map for QWERTY. So this Cyclone, man, 38 kill Cyclone. Anything else in production for QWERTY? Not really. Kind of using all his money for repairs for the last couple of minutes here. So Widowmine not in a range to actually hit anything at all. Making some more Lings is Skirta. The Broodlings trying to get some damage done. What the? Oh, Widowmine tried to leave. No, Spinecrawler finished it off before it could. See, look, sneaking around the backside. The Spinecrawlers at the front are not going to help you. Oh, no. All right, so Cyclone going after the Baneling nest that Skirta built with speed. Baneling speed for some reason. I don't know that you need that. The SCVs aren't running away. Here we go. SCVs getting some hits off, and did you actually have to explode, though? Banelings. There we go. Banelings getting rid of a lot of those SCVs. 14 SCVs have been killed so far. Broodlings coming to assist as well. Did Skirta hold this, ladies and gentlemen? Whoa. Skirta's alive. Got those Banelings out. Another Cyclone shows up, gets blown apart. So we're looking at 1 base to 1 base. 16 to 8 harvesters. QWERTY has 8 total harvesters right now, and that's it. QWERTY's out. Oh, unsuccessful cheese, ladies and gentlemen. An unsuccessful cheese out of Skirty and out of QWERTY. Wait, out of Skirta and QWERTY. Out of QWERTY, Skirta holds it just barely. Again, Spinecrawler placement. I'd love to see them back around, kind of surrounding instead of at the front door, but otherwise, that was pretty good. Lings are the correct response. Banelings, correct response. Baneling speed, not useful in this point because I don't know that the SCVs can run away fast enough to make it worth it. But, you know, the Banelings got some nice hits off, killed a bunch of those SCVs, and then the Broodlings came out at exactly the right time to help finish that off. So fantastic play out of Skirta getting that hold, and our Terran is shut down in this game. So we will be back with new cheese in just a second. Welcome back to the cheese compilation number 10, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a TVT here on our grounds, the ladder edition between Max Reaver and Rysquai. In the top left side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is Max Reaver. It's a pretty good name. And in the top right side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Rysquai. Now, Rysquai submitted this replay. I'm not sure if it's a win or a loss here, but he specifically told me how to pronounce his name. So those of you who have a weird to pronounce names and you want to make sure that I get it right on the chance that I do cast one of your games, including a pronunciation guide is pretty useful. I'll see it. I'll see it and I'll make note of it. And this is Rysquai. I would have totally gone with Risqui if I hadn't gotten that, but it's definitely Rysquai today. So who's our cheeser today? 3 SCVs moving up for Max. Whoa, Rysquai doing the same similar thing. They are building barracks in the middle of the map right next to each other, but they can't see. They can see each other. They are right next door. It's going to be a 3 racks here for Max Reaver, and it's just a 1 racks proxy here from Rysquai, unless that second SCV is here to build another barracks, and it looks like he may be. Yes, he is. This is awesome. All right, here we go. Double barracks here from Rysquai, triple barracks out of Max Reaver, and what is getting gas back home is Rysquai. No such thing as gas out of Max Reaver. It's a 4-player map, so that's what they're building here in the middle. Just because from here it's pretty equidistant to any of the 3 locations your opponent could be. I'm surprised nobody's scouting at all, though. Like, you'd think if you're going to do this thing and you show up with your army at the wrong place, it kind of ruins your plans. Doesn't it? I don't know. Either way, Max Reaver definitely just going to go for Marines. He can't do anything else without gas. And it could be Reapers out of Rysquai today. We'll have to wait and see. We're getting very close to being able to see here. Max Reaver not building anything. It is going to be Reaper out of Rysquai. And still Max Reaver finally building his first Marine here. Was he waiting for all 3 of the barracks to finish before starting that? Or was he just starved? Oh, look who scouts. Rysquai accidentally scouts the barracks of Max Reaver while looking to see where his opponent is. Now he has a decision. Does he want to try to kill these buildings with his Reapers? Or does he want to go back and kill the stuff back in Max Reaver's main? Haha, says Rysquai. That is pretty funny. That is honestly pretty darn fantastically awesome. All right, so SCV can get through. That's not a full wall. Max Reaver, bummer of a deal there. He thought it was, but it was not. This one was off a couple pixels. Could have been moved up and then closed off that wall. But regardless, Reapers care not for your walls, Max Reaver. Marine count looking fairly good for Max as well. Finally, triple pumping, as he should have been doing this whole time. Does he still not know? He still doesn't know what's going on there with Rysquai's buildings. SCV's coming down. It's going to be a Marine SCV all-in out of Max Reaver. The holding that's on like a watchtower is our friend Rysquai's SCV. Where the heck are all 3 of your Reapers are here? All 3 of your Reapers are here. So 3 Reapers versus about 11 SCVs and 6 Marines. Depending on the positioning, this could go very poorly. But no. That's where they come back. Getting inside. Oh, a bunker. Rysquai threw a bunker next to his barracks here. That's fantastic stuff. SCVs need, there we go. They need to buffer and allow for the Marines to take down the Reapers. Exactly what you got to do here. The Marines going after these barracks. I don't know if Rysquai can afford to lose these, but he's going to have to anyway. SCVs fighting as well. KD8 charges blowing several Marines back and some of these SCVs. The SCV count's getting pretty low, but the Marine count continues to grow here. I don't know about this. For Rysquai, going to take some severely impressive KD8 charges to make this thing happen. You know what? I like what Max Reaver's doing here. These Reapers want to get cute. They want to dance around and fall back and forth. I'll just kill your barracks. Future production will be killed completely here. SCV's kind of dying for no reason, unfortunately. That is a bit of a bummer for Max Reaver here as they were trying to kill that barracks. They should have just been sitting down here with the Marines to provide some level of protection. The Marines picking off a Reaper as it walks right on by. And more Marines. Oh, bad rally Marines. Bad rally Marines. Bad rally Marines. Okay, you're completely out there. So pulling back. Max Reaver is going to fix. He does fix his rally points. He still doesn't know where Rysquai is the problem here today. He has no idea where that is or where he needs to go. He's sending his whole army the complete wrong direction, mainly because of that. Okay, he scanned it. Saw no, the army's not there. His Marines finally turning around. Reaper's trying to take down buildings. They're not as good as they used to be at taking down buildings. It's been a long time, actually. Again, Marines kind of just out in the middle of Nowheresville, getting picked off by Reapers. The large groups do better, but guess what splits up large groups? KD8 charges, man. KD8 charges pretty good at doing that sort of thing. Rysquai back home has workers. It's 20-7 total harvesters right now. Max Reaver is in a world of hurt. He's sending all of his barracks home. He still doesn't know where Rysquai is. All right, you'll figure it out, Max. You're going to go the wrong direction entirely, unfortunately, at some point here. Rysquai setting an SCV up again. Is there anything to stop Reapers from just destroying everything in this main base for Max Reaver? The answer is no. There is not, but Rysquai sitting back, defending. Instead, I guess when you're ahead, get more ahead is how this is supposed to work. One Reaper is here at the front door for Rysquai, though. Can he really not hop in? He can totally hop in. Don't go through the... Just go around and hop. There we go. Around and hop. Hop, 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 hop. Go ahead and kill the SCV building the barracks. Seems like a good idea. Killing the SCV building that bunker also seems like a wonderful idea. But gonna let it finish. Gonna let it finish anyway there. The SCV will die about 2 seconds after the fact. Unless SCVs come to save him. Get out of there, Rice Reaper. Get out. Trying to kite these SCVs with all of his Reapery abilities. And it's working pretty well. Working out so far. This dude does have 4 kills so far, which is pretty fantastic. Marines for Max Reaver finding this barracks of Rice and taking down the bunker. So Rice had to rebuild his barracks, but he's got 4 of them now. So he's doing okay. Oh, here's the squad. Here is the Reaper squad. And I think Max Reaver is just going to lose this thing on a base race type technicality here. He's down to 2 SCVs, which is soon to be down to 0 SCVs. There it is. No SCVs remaining whatsoever. More and more Reapers here as well. It's just turning into a Reaper party here inside Max Reaver's base. Marines come out of the barracks and just die immediately because there are 8 Reapers here, all getting combat drugged up, trying to throw down a mule. Max Reaver. I appreciate your optimism, Max Reaver. Your Marines did finally find the evil, sinister Rice base here with a bunch of Marines. And they don't have stim. They're just hurt from KD8 charge. They're going to try to take down this command center. But guess what just popped out? A bunch of Reapers. Oh, they're not even focusing. One dies in midair. Yikes. And that might be it, though. Why are the Reapers going home? The Marines are dead. The Marines are all dead. Get back in there and kill stuff. No. Come back. Come back. We need you for things. There we go. Rice coming all the way back home with his Reapers. And, I mean, Max Reaver trying to save that barracks. Nope. Trying to save this barracks with 50 hit points. Gonna do it. Gonna do it with this SCV. Good job there. Good job by you. But guess who's back? These dudes. These dudes are back. The Reapers are back. This SCV might take down a supply depot all by his lonesome with his little drill, which is really fun. And that's it. Max Reaver up to 2 SCVs because you can come back from 0 if you still have an orbital command, especially. But otherwise, that's going to be it. Max Reaver's out, and Rice is victorious with the Reapers. The double proxy Rax Reaper. Stronger than Marine. Again, I feel like maybe Rice was just the better player there. I'm not sure that Reaper is always better in this situation, but that's going to be it. So that's it for game number, I want to say 5. I don't know what it is. I lost track a little bit ago, but we'll be back with Cheese Compilation number 10 from Falcon Paladin in just a second. Welcome back, StarCraft fans, to Cheese Compilation number 10. This will be another 2v2, this time on Shrines of Lizul. I assume that's how you say that. And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the red team, represented by the red Terran player, StarCraft, which is like French for something, I assume. It looks very French. And his teammate, the red Zerg player, it is Pandor. So many foreign language characters on these 2v2s today. And Team Blue, represented by the blue Terran player, Mantis MM, and his teammate, Andreas, the blue Protoss player, representing Jaruba and Andreas, teammates. So Mantis here as well, Pandar, and, trying to cannon rush. Woo, where is Andreas? But no, StarCraft saw that with his SCVs, shut that thing down. Probably brought too many SCVs over, but better too many than too few, is what I always like to say. I think we had a 2v2 on this map previously. On the last Cheese compilation, didn't we? I think we did. Shrines of Lizul. I'm not sure if I remember having that much trouble saying the name or if it was a different name or whatever, but regardless, this is it. I remember somebody worker rush, like 2 teams worker rush, but then the other team came back and won. It was pretty exciting stuff in that Cheese compilation. Number 9, I want to say it was. Maybe it was 8. Maybe it was 8. Sometimes these things can kind of rush together into my head. Haha! Rush together. So still maybe trying to cannon rush is Andreas? Nah, throwing down a gateway. His cannon rushing days are over. Slow Overlord scouting. Here is Pandor. Trying to see what is up there. The answer is nothing much. Nothing much coming here from Mantis. Just getting a barracks. Does have double refinery, though. Double refinery is the sign that something untoward is going on. Double assimilator out of Andreas as well. So lots of gas from Team Blue. Meanwhile, Pandor is getting a second extractor here. Has an expansion coming up at the gold in the bottom left corner of this map. A pretty darn safe location for a gold base. And Star actually has double gas as well. So you know what? I can't quite say who's going to be our cheeser here today. Reaper on the way for StarCraft. Got ourselves a cybernetics core from Andreas. Nothing too weird about that. And it's going to be a factory for Mantis MM. So far so good. Nobody is doing any worker rushes. Nobody's going any super crazy mass Reaper rushes. We do have a Reaper on the way. I don't use Reaper names in compilations because they tend to die pretty quickly. games move by pretty quickly as well. We usually don't have like a 5-minute build-up where we can talk about the Reaper's backstory and everything else. So this might be an exception, but we'll see. Stargate on the way from Andreas. It's all in caps. I guess that's why I want to say it. Andreas. Factory done for Mantis. What's he going to do next with this double refinery here? It's going to be a Cyclone. Cyclone Delio. Zerg player's getting a Roach Warren. Zerg player's getting a Spine Crawler to defend against drops. Reaper doing a pretty good job for himself, actually. Chasing down a bunch of these probes. How many? He's got 3 kills already? Dude, defend your stuff, Andreas. He has a Zealot out, but I think the Zealot is trapped outside. Because it's a full wall off at his front door. Oh no, Mothership Core out. Hooray, that might save the day. That might actually save the day. The Reaper is forced to retreat once that Mothership Core is out of there. Gold base happily mining for Pandora. Got a starport on the way from our friend Mantis as well. And just getting Marines, just getting defensive Marines and a Cyclone for defense as well. Nobody's looking to really attack at this point, except again for StarCraft, who happens to be a Reaper player right now. Back home, he's making a factory. He's getting an orbital command. Excuse me. I hope that was off microphone enough. KDA charge lands right in the middle of Mantis's mineral line here. Dang, 5 kills on this Reaper. Gonna get more? Nope. Marines and Cyclone finish him off in short order. That never holds still as a Reaper. That's kind of one of the tricks of the trade, is holding still is for chumps. Starport and Tech Lab and Fusion Core. Oh, are we going to see Battle Cruiser here? Is Mantis MM going for Battle Cruiser? That could be an interesting little twist to this little 2v2. Pandora's going for a lair. Nobody's going to bother him, so he's teching up to lair. Expansion done for StarCraft as well. But guess what's here? Oracle. Oracle from Andreas. Oh, no anti-air whatsoever here inside your mineral line. All right, Oracle rocking it. Oh no, there are 3 Marines. That's not enough. 3 Marines, not enough to kill an Oracle. Get them. Get the Marines, Oracle. 1, 2, 3. And the SCVs are now free reign once again. This Oracle might break the all-time record on my channel. 14 kills. There are SCVs that really have... Oh, out of energy. Oh no. Oh no. Was poised to break the all-time record. But then energy ran out. Why are you coming back in? You can't redo your dealio until you have 25 energy to even start it. Oh, another Oracle comes in. Bam. Gonna kill that Marine that was shooting at her friend. Okay, gonna finish the work that was started. 1 SCV building a turret, dead. 2 SCVs building a turret. Wait, 2 SCVs building a turret, dead. SCV, 3 SCVs building a turret. No, does finish. Good response time by StarCraft. Oh, and this turret does finish off the Oracle. One of the Oracles is dead. Definitely dead. Mothership Core here for Andreas with Oracle at the front door. Gonna try to do some damage, but check this out. Battle Cruiser operational. 5 minutes into this game, we have a Battle Cruiser just ready to pop out of that starport like he was born there, because he was. Yamato Cannon being researched as well. Getting Combat Shield. And throwing down Stasis Wards is Andreas at the front door of StarCraft. Zerg player has really been left alone this entire game so far, so I'd like to see what else he can do. Double Oracle, man. Pretty powerful against Marines. This front door is busted. This front door is busted for StarCraft. Oh, Stasis Ward catching a bunch of lings, catching 10 of the lings that Pandora sent over to try to assist. I'm not sure if that was going to be enough anyway, but a tank comes out for Star, but guess what? It's great against tanks. Zealots. Zealots is wonderful against tanks. Oracle's finding more stuff to kill, and oh, there we go. Tactical jump. Battle Cruiser operational inside our Zerg player's base of Pandora. There are 2 Spore Crawlers and a Queen. But Yamato Cannon makes quick work of one of the Spore Crawlers. Doesn't quite kill it, but guess what? All your drones are in trouble now. Throwing down a Mule to try to repair that as well. And I think our Terran player StarCraft is completely dead at this point. At this point in time, Pandora, what happened? Where am I? Battlecruiser has 11 kills. You could probably finish something off here. StarCraft is out, as is Pandora. That means Atis, MM, and Andreas are victorious. Well done by Mantis and Andreas. Andreas struggled early, man. Struggled dealing with that Reaper early on, but got those Oracles out. Got a Mothership Core out. Why am I sneezing so bad right now? I don't know. And made it happen, man. Battlecruiser Rush can be pretty good against Zerg especially. I know I have died to this before. I have definitely died to this one before. All right, pretty fun little 2v2. We'll be back with another 1 or 2 or possibly 3 cheese submissions for this compilation in just a second. Welcome back, StarCraft fans, to Cheese Compilation number 10. This will be a game between Cheater 1 and Merkmore on Abyssal Reef, the latter edition. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Merkmore. And in the top left side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Cheater 1. Resources, which as far as I can tell means this guy's playing against an AI, which, you know what? I'm going to cast it, because I've never cast a game where a player plays against the AI, especially not in a Cheese compilation, and one of my screeners recommended it. So, let's see how entertaining this can be. Double gas out of Merkmore before Gateway, before Forge, before anything. Cheater 1 goes Pylon Gateway Assimilator, which is a much more accepted build for Protoss. AI knows build orders. That is for sure. I found an article from like 2007, I want to say, where this guy analyzed the AI from StarCraft Brood War. He put 7 AIs against each other on the hardest level, and then put himself an observer. I think he played Big Game Hunters because that's pretty much the most popular map for team games in Brood War ever in history. And the conclusions he came to was that Protoss AI was the best one, because every single time he came back, oh, it was a free-for-all, best free-for-all among 7 players. That was a pretty important detail that I left out. Every time, Protoss pretty much won, like 3 times out of 5, 4 times out of 5. Terran was really dumb for some reason. And another trend that I thought was pretty interesting was that the AI playing against each other would have like these Mutalisk versus Firebat battles. And like, I'm getting attacked by Zealots, so let me get my Corsairs over there. And the computer was just dumb. The computer was really stupid about choosing what to do against certain compositions. And it seems like they play better against regular players. It seems like the AI against other AI was dumb. I'm not sure if that was written into the programming to where if you're playing against an AI, play stupid, versus if you're playing against a human, be a little bit smarter. Here's some additional code you can use. But it was really weird, really interesting stuff. I kind of want to do the same thing with StarCraft 2. See how the AI works. I know the AI for Zerg is dumb. It never expands. It tries to do these one-base stupid things, get like 3 roaches out and try to win. It's not good. It is not good at all. Proxy Stargate here from Merkmore. Double Proxy Stargate from Merkmore. I'm liking this. He has nothing back home, though. And look at Cheater 1. Cheater 1, man, is actually going for what looks like a pretty standard 1-gate expand. Getting another gateway, getting warp gate research, getting that second assimilator. The second assimilator is a little bit late compared to what standard build orders are. But otherwise, I think Cheater 1's doing okay. Doing okay for itself. A couple Zealots out, which tells you this is either a low-level player or a computer, because it's going to be Adept. You got to get Adepts out early, man. Okay, now getting some Adepts. Here we go. Excellent. Chrono boosting out some Adepts. The problem is none of the stuff can shoot up, and there are Proxy Stargates coming. So if Cheater 1 is really cheating, it's not a map hack. It's definitely not a map hack, because you'd be able to see these Stargates and get something that, could stop Void Rays, which is what's being made right now by Merkmore. So it's about a jump, skip, and a hop, skip, and a jump away from this natural base of Cheater 1, and okay, something can shoot up. We are getting an Oracle, a Sentry. A Sentry, ladies and gentlemen, for Cheater 1, going for a Forge as well. I mean, this build is not bad. It's just the computer's playing totally blind here. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. Are you, okay, transferring workers down to the natural base? Man, look at the computer go. The computer knows what's up, except again for the Zealots and the complete lack of Stalkers and just not scouting at all. Oh, there's a Stalker. That's not going to be enough, though. The 2 Voiders are going to pop here in about any second. Ready, get set, go. Double Void Rays are ready. 2 more Void Rays immediately following them by Merkmore. Nicely done. Merkmore, you got to go in, though. You have your Void Rays, got to hit. You got to see what your opponent has. He's playing in the dark here, too. He has no idea what Cheater 1 has as far as base defenses go. There could be a million cannons. There could be Photon Overcharge. Oh, that's another thing. Did the AI make a... No, did not make... Not making a Mothership Core. That's a pretty big miss as well for the AI. So Blizzard, improve this Protoss AI. Make them make Mothership Cores, man. Photon Cannon up. Couple cannons up inside the main base. Robotics facility on the way as well, which is A-okay with me. And I think as soon as we get 4 Void Rays, we're going to move out. Got 2. Going to get 4 here in about 3, 2, 1. Bam. There's your 4. Feeling confident. Let's go. Merkmore flying right into the natural base of Cheater 1. Cheater 1 pulls their probes. Look at this go. Pulls the probes. Brings the whole army to deal with his Guardian Shield is up. Stalker there. Sentry there. And everything that can shoot up is now dead. It took about 3 seconds for that to happen. So responded correctly. Did Cheater 1 to the fact that Void Rays were there. Brought his army over. Used Guardian Shield. Nexus is already gone. Prismatic alignment is really, really strong, you guys, against armored stuff, which is what buildings are. And Void Ray is coming up the ramp. There are 2 Stalkers now, focusing down the Stalkers. Nicely done, not just letting the auto-target happen, because the auto-target would probably attack some of these Zealots and Adepts, which you don't really need to do, as it turns out. There are 2 cannons. There are a couple Stalkers here. It's just the Void Ray rush is just too strong. Why? Oh, accidental click on that assimilator is what that was. Trying to get this Nexus while getting shot at by a Stalker, which then changes its mind, decides it wants to live. Oh, never mind. Coming from an attack from a different angle here. You're going to lose a Void Ray. You're going to lose more than 1 Void Rays here to these Stalkers. Good micro, moving the wounded one back. Is it enough to kill the Nexus? 2-1-0. Boom. Cheater 1 resources does not have enough to rebuild their base. Oh no, all these probes, all these 41 probes have nowhere to go, nothing to mine from whatsoever. Taking an expansion in the bottom left is Merkmore for reasons I don't understand. And Void Ray is taking down pylons. This is it. This is it for Cheater 1. He's got nothing else. He has no ability to replace the Nexus. There's 58 resources in the bank here. Again, Cheater 1 implies maybe you get additional resources per trip. You don't just get unlimited resources, because this would be going up otherwise. And that's going to be all she wrote. So I think I'm going to go ahead and tap out here, because we know how this is going to end. I'm not sure why the computer refuses to give up at this point. But all right, so a Void Ray rush against the computer, against the hardest AI, a PvP. So never seen that before. Welcome to the channel, Cheezers against AI. I'm not sure we want to do this again, just because the Protoss AI is probably dumber than like silver level and bronze level in some aspects. Just again, not scouting. I guess not scouting is pretty bronzy. Maybe it's bronze level. Anyway, we're gonna move on to our next game here, coming up in just a second. Welcome back to the Cheese compilation number 10. This will be a game between Dinoblade and Frog on Paladino Terminal, the latter edition. In the top left side of the map, we have the Red Terran player. It is Dinoblade. That's a good name. I like it. Dinoblade. Appeals to like the 7-year-old inside of me. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Frog. Ribbit, ribbit, croak, croak. All right, who's going to be our cheeser today? Both players do get supply depots, first of all, at the top of their ramp, so that is not a good hint. Both players are scouting. Dinoblade's scouting a little bit earlier, which can be suspicious, as he's not actually bringing a worker down to make a barracks anytime soon. I think he wants to go for a proxy barracks. He's bringing the SCV in. Oh, never mind. He is. He's using the SCV from the supply depot to make the barracks. Never mind. Never mind. Nothing too untoward here. But look at Frog. Frog has some things in mind here in this TVT. What's he gonna do? It's gotta be a barracks, because he doesn't actually have one anywhere back home. He's going double refinery as well, which has got to set off warning bells in the mind of Dinoblade. Dinoblade, did you just perfunctorily scout and not actually take in what you saw there? Because what you saw was no barracks and double refinery. Something weird is happening. There's the barracks. The barracks is coming up for Frog. Just to the right of the main base of Dinoblade. It's at that place where you can expand to take a third base if you want. Sometimes that's third base. Sometimes the third base is down south below the natural, but it's a potential third base location. Should not be scouted anytime soon by Dinoblade unless you have a reason to be concerned, and he does. Oh, good. Dinoblade is smart. Dinoblade is checking behind his natural base. Is there a barracks over there? No, there's not. Don't give up. Don't go back home, dude. You have other places to scout. You can just do like ever-growing circles around your base, and eventually you'll find this thing that you can shut down. If you kill this barracks, you win the game, man. That's what cheese is all about. They cheese you. If you find it, if you see it, if you stop it, they lose. That is my definition of cheese. Although sometimes, I don't know, like if it's a worker rush, right, and both players lose enough to where it just kind of resets the game and nobody really wins or loses there, that can be an exception to the rule. It's not a hard and fast rule, but in general, that's what I like to see from my cheese. The cheeser, if they successfully do the cheese, they win. But if they don't, they lose. And that's why not everybody cheeses, because they want to have something where they don't automatically lose if it gets scouted out. Factory coming up. We do have a reactor as well. Looks like another Cyclone rush here. Dinoblade has the double gas as well, getting a factory of his own, likely going for the Cyclones as well. So Cyclone versus Cyclone action, but Marine support out of Dinoblade. He already has a couple Marines defending here. This might not go super well for Frog. Factory done at the same time that the reactor is. The timing's pretty impeccable here out of Frog. Factory done. Okay, not super impeccable, but it's dead close. It's dead close. Barracks going to make itself another reactor. Probably for Marines at this point. I'm not sure what else the reactor would be for. And there we go. Factory on top of the reactor. Man, the first time I saw this back in like the betas of StarCraft 2, I was just amazed. I'm like, what? You can lift off and land and build stuff for other things to use. And you know what? I guess that's present in Brood War. Just the prettiness of it all was more impressive than anything else. Also, the ability to build 2 units at the same time out of the same building was pretty mind-blowing. Man, you remember those beta days? I remember those beta days. That's where I found the first, like, straight-up YouTube cast of StarCraft, was during the StarCraft 2 beta. I don't think, if they existed for Brood War, I don't remember finding them. So here we go, Cyclones coming up to Dinoblade's front door. There are Marines that see this coming, and oh snap. Starport doesn't have anything coming out of it yet. Factory has nothing coming out of it yet either. Somehow Dinoblade's caught with his pants totally down. He's going Cloak Banshee, but unfortunately for him, these Cyclones are here, and there's nothing to defend but 4 Marines. There are 2 Cyclones against 4 Marines. I don't even know how you do this. Smartly going after the tech lab on the factory. No tanks. No tanks for you. Not that tanks would be super good against Cyclones anyway. Also, no Cloak Banshee for you either. How does that sound? The Marines trying to delay this as best they can. They just get massacred, though. I know that the Cyclones don't do extra damage versus Marines, but it's just weapon speed of 0.1 adds up. It adds up a lot. So, okay, Banshee, you come right on in. The SCV's trying to get a surround on these dudes. Oh, they do pin one, and they surround it. Oh! Amazing. They got one. Get the surround on the other one. Get out of there, Frog. Run. Not even bothering to run. Just sitting here and saying, I don't know if you can kill me before I can kill all of you. It's a race to the death is what it is. And they get it. Oh, they get it. But that is, unfortunately, 10 dead SCVs. For 2 Cyclones, it's 4 SCVs to 27 workers right now, which is super bad news for Team Red. Viking follow-up from Frog. What is this? What is this magicry? Viking follow-up out of Frog. More Cyclones coming in as well. I guess Vikings do, again, well, I suppose it's for the Banshee. Suppose it's for the Banshee. Frog's not just doing weird stuff to do weird stuff. He's doing it because there's a Banshee out, and it's not going to be a Cloak Banshee either because that tech lab is gone. That was trying to get that Cloak research. Bummer. Bummer of a time for Team Red at Dinoblade here. Factory is building another tech lab to replace the one that died. I don't know why. Maybe for tanks, I guess. Tanks on the high ground can be pretty dissuasive. Is that a word? Persuasive versus dissuasive? I don't know. Missile turret trying to be built inside this mineral line for Dinoblade, and nope. Vikings are here. Goodbye, all you workers. Extra damage versus mechanical coming into play right now. That's it. Down to 1 SCV is Dinoblade. And where is the defense? There's a Marine here. But again, 1 Marine against 2 Vikings. Even if they're landed, even if they're not great against biological units, that's going to be a fight they're going to win. They're going to win that every day of the week. Cyclones trying to sneak up this ramp. The final SCV for Dinoblade is dead. Oh, no more left. There is, oh, that's not even an orbital command. He doesn't have enough to make another. That's it. Dinoblade's out. He's lifting his command center. He's going to try to make this a stalemate, but dude, your opponent has Vikings, yo. Oh, Banshee's wrecking house. Back here. That Frog's man. I missed all that. Get inside the bunker. Get inside the bunker, Marine. Get inside the bunker. There's a bunker there. Not getting inside the bunker. Now maybe trying to get inside. Nope, just trying to shoot out in the open. All right, so Banshee kind of destroying everything. Has 10 kills already, but still 21 SCVs remain for Frog. Vikings destroying everything they can. Cyclone's a little distracted by the action back home. Going to go ahead and finish this stuff off. Banshee just murdering everything that she wants to, up to 15 kills. The SCV is kind of going in this long-distance mining pattern right next to her, which is not fantastic. Going to build engineering bays. Hopefully get a missile turret out. Just bring a Viking home. Bring a single Viking home and shut this down, Frog. I know it's really hard right now. I know it's really stressful to think about this, but bring a Viking home, kill the Banshee, and win the game. I don't think this could be anything but a stalemate at this point because there is no way for Dinoblade to rebuild any of his stuff. You know what? He might just run out of buildings at this point. The Banshee can do what it wants. Yep, there's the refinery, and that's it. Dinoblade's out. He just lost all his buildings, and Frog is victorious. Well, a little bit closer, too close for comfort for Frog there. Closer than he wanted it to be, but he got it done. He got it done, losing 26 SCVs, 2 Cyclones, and a Marine in the process. Pretty good one. Pretty good little creative TBT there out of Frog. Okay, we'll be back with more cheese. What? More cheese? Yes, more cheese in just a second. Welcome back, StarCraft fans, to Cheese Compilation number 10. This will be a game between Micron and Benno on Blood Boil, the latter edition. Hey, it's a new map. It's a new map, everyone. It's a snowy map. Look at how snowy the command center is. It's got some frost on it and just not a fun place to have a war. In the bottom right side of Blood Boil, which sounds warmer than it is the red Terran player. It is Benno. And in the top left side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Micron. All right, so another TBT here on Blood Boil, the latter edition. Is this one of those weird maps? Yes. There are certain bases that have 1 gas. I've seen talk about this on the Twitter. This one has 1 gas as well. Are there bases that have 3 gas to compensate for it? You know what? No. This is a very gas light map. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. Dang, really? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bases on this map that only have 1 Vespene gas geyser. It doesn't have any more gas than the other ones, does it? No, it does not. This is really not great for Protoss. I'd have to say, and probably Zerg as well. Maybe this is kind of a Terran favored thing, which is why both these guys are Terran. Yeah, I mean, I just can't think of a reason why you wouldn't want all the gas available to you as Protoss, especially, and Zerg in most situations. If you're Terran, you don't need that much gas, as it turns out, especially if you're going mech, or not mech, especially if you're going bio. The opposite, if you're going mech, you definitely want a lot of gas. I'm just wondering what Blizzard's trying to do with this basically cut in half ratio of Vespene gas available to the players. Don't know. Don't actually know. So who's our scouter? I mean, who's our scouter? Who's our cheeser today? Nobody looks like they're cheesing. So Micron has double gas. But again, in TVT, that's not too weird. Benno does have double barracks coming up with a single refinery. Look how frozen everything is. This supply depot, like the fans are barely turning. They're like, oh, it's so cold. Why are we here? Why are we fighting out here? And all this red, like moss and gross stuff. Oh, look at this. Proxy factory out of Micron. Here at this gold base just outside of Benno's main base. I mean, at least by as the crow flies, it's kind of a long way around, but shouldn't even be scouted by Benno at any point here, which is why that's where it's being built. So walled off at home is Micron. Is he going to deal with Reapers, though, is the problem? No, it's Marines. It's Marines out of Benno, which is just fine. I wouldn't be worried about that. It's just, I can't get over how frosted these buildings look. This is a new thing, right? Like, I don't remember the buildings looking this cold on, say, Frost, the latter edition, or any other of the, you know, frozen map type archetype maps. Is this a new thing with a new map pool? I don't know. I don't actually know. It's going to be a Widowmine from Micron. Another factory. Is he Widowmine rushing here? Oh, I like this. I like this plan. Making a starport back home as well. His Terran opponent got them Marines throwing up a supply depot at the front door. Worried about early harassment, but you know what? Nothing coming for some time, as it turns out. But first, Widowmine about to pop onto the scene here in just a second. Look at that factory, you guys. Like, if you touch it, your finger will stick to it, and you'll have to have it surgically removed. That's how cold this is. All right, Widowmine trying to come in here and going to burrow right on the ramp, I assume. Burrowing right on top of the unbuildable rocks. Okay, so you can't build there, but you can burrow there. That's interesting. That's really interesting. And the command center, you just saw Widowmine burrow, dude. Turn this into an orbital command right now. You are having to deal with Widowmines. You need detection. Either get missile turrets or make this into an orbital command. I don't think this is going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. Widowmine burrows itself at the natural base location of Benno. And are we making... Oh, okay. So the factory now has a reactor on it. This factory getting a reactor as well. So we're just kind of going Widowmine-y here for Micron. Where are we at with the things from Benno here? Marauders. God himself. Our engineering bay he's not using. He's upgrading to an orbital command. Thank goodness for that at 4 minutes. It seems a little bit late. A little tiny bit late, but that's okay. A reactor on the starport as well. So I think we're going to see some medevac support for these Widowmines, allowing them to pick up and drop inside the Terran base, which is something we generally see in Terran versus Protoss, but Micron is an experimenter and is going to go ahead and try it. It looks like in a TVT. Yep, there we go. Double pumping medevacs out of that starport and double pumping Widowmines out of these factories. So a pretty efficient build, I'd say. I mean, probably want the medevacs out a little bit sooner than this, because you do have Widowmines doing nothing right now, which if you have units doing nothing in your build in the first 5 minutes, you're probably doing it wrong. If you're planning on being aggressive with them, I don't know. Maybe there wasn't a faster way to get the starport out. I don't know. My Terran build order information is maybe not as up-to-date as it possibly could be. Widowmine is here, 6 hit points out of 90 on this dude. And moving across the map, we do have our medevacs. They're not going fast, they're not boosting, but that's fine. Viking follow-up out of Micron. He doesn't need a whole lot of medevacs, because again, there's not much healing to be done. Man, look at this starport. I know I'm freaking out about this, but it just looks so frosty. I love it. I actually like it a lot. So here we go. Quadruple double medevac drop with Widowmines. This seems like bad news. Widowmine did fire here at the natural base, killing a Marine that was looking for... Yes, you found a Marines. Congratulations. Congratulations there. And loading all 8 Widowmines inside the main base of Benno. This looks super bad. This looks incredibly terrifying for Benno. Benno, see it. See it. The mass burrow. Oh, except for one. One Widowmine burrows up at the top there. Wow, that actually made me like cringe a little bit. I'm not turned, but that was a lot of dead SCVs, man. That was 10 dead SCVs right there. Another Widowmine burrows itself, just kind of trying to creep forward with a few Widowmines burrowing themselves into different positions here. You're not going to have any money, Benno. Benno, you know what? At this point, base race. At this point, give up your base for lost, move on out, murder the stuff at SO Micron's house, save up your energy on orbital command so you can scan when you get there, but you can win if you do this, Benno. Another mass Widowmine hits. 18 SCVs have now died. Scan and clear. Scan and clear. You have enough energy to scan, Benno. Do you not know you can scan and find Widowmines? Is this like Benno's first time playing against Widowmine? Which, you know what? It's everybody's first time for everything. Sometimes everyone has a first time for this sort of experience. All right. Widowmine's continuing to fire, murdering a ton of units. So let's see what they've killed so far. 24 SCVs, a Marauder, and 8 Marines. We'll make that 2 Marauders, ladies and gentlemen. It's now 3 SCVs remaining for Benno. Benno knows to use energy to call down mules, which is nice. Oh, but a Cyclone drop. Cyclone drop out of SO Micron on the follow-up here, leading everybody back to where the Widowmines are. Come back to where my friends are living right now. You apparently don't know how to deal with them. Oh, the Widowmines fired on SCVs, though. There we go. There's a big-time hit. And going to stand and fight are the Cyclones. The Marines and the Marauders doing super well here, though. They just outnumber the Cyclones about 8-1. Another Widowmine fires, but Benno still has stuff, you guys. Okay, he keeps losing things, though. He's got 3 Marauders and 11 Marines on the field right now. He has 3 SCVs building, but keeps losing them to Widowmine fires. So now he has 2. Vikings flying on in next. Going to go ahead and possibly land and try to do some things. These 10 kills on this Widowmine. 7 on this one. 6 on this one. 7 on this one. 6 on this one. The Widowmines have racked up the kills, ladies and gentlemen. Benno does not know that scans exist. It's very sad, but it's also very true. He does not know that scans exist. Trying to come up here and deal with 2 Vikings, but keeps getting shot at by Widowmines, and by the time they get there, everybody's dead. So it's now 4 total supply available for Benno, and that 4 supply is in the form of 2 Marines and an SCV. Oh, by that I mean, yeah, he still has an SCV. Where is it? I don't know, but Benno's out. Benno with the good game, SO Micron with the good game. And that's it. SO Micron is victorious in this crazy TVT. Refuses to leave. There we go. Now he's leaving. Now he's leaving. But Widowmine drops into Cyclone follow-up, into Viking follow-up from double proxy reactor factory. Haven't seen that before. Have not seen that one before. 8 Widowmines. I don't think any Widowmines died in this game. Nope. Nope. Not at all. 32 SCVs, 10 Marauders, 25 Marines, 2 barracks, and other sort of things were lost for Benno. So Benno, if you're watching this, the orbital command has an ability to scan and reveal cloaked and burrowed units. It's really good. It's really good stuff. You could use it to kill these Widowmines with your army next time. All right. So that was a bit of an unorthodox TVT, but we will be back with more cheese from Falcon Paladin in just a second. Welcome back to the final entry in Cheese Compilation number 10 by Falcon Paladin. This will be a game between Messi and Valdas on Odyssey, the latter edition. In the top left side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Messi. We've had this discussion before. Where Messi is from, and I think it's Argentina. I remember it's Argentina. We're going to roll with that. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Valdas, or Valdez, one of the two, from Medus. So this is a diamond cheesy game sent in to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese, which I don't think I mentioned before this point in the cheese compilation, but if you've been watching, it's in the description as well. You know to send your cheesy compilation games to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese. My screeners will choose the best ones. Everybody will be happy. And if you don't get into one, there's another one in 2 weeks, man. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keep finding creative cheese. Stuff that catches the screener's eyes. If it's a cannon rush where you just cannon rush and win, probably not going to be cast unless there's something weird about it. Or unless we're hard up that week, which could possibly happen. But don't get your hopes up for that sort of a thing. So it's a ZVT for our final one here between Messi and Valdas. Looks like a hatch first play out of a Messi going into a pool, going into an extractor. Got about 17 supply, and it is a triple barracks opening from Valdas right next door. Right next door to Messi. This is not good. This is not good for the Zerg player. Ooh, one thing I saw, somebody posted this on Reddit. You can't throw down auto turrets in water. Interesting, huh? Like, your units can run around in here, no big deal, but auto turrets can't be placed in water. I don't know if that was intentional by Blizzard or not, but if it was, kind of makes for some interesting concepts, doesn't it? I would say it does. All right, what are we making out of here? Marines. It's a Marine quadruple barracks Marine push. I've done this before, playing Terran on Ladder in a TVT. It was surprisingly effective. I'm going to say, I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. So the Marines show up, make their presence known by killing this Overlord, who is just outside of the natural base of Messi. The slow Overlord is slow. Will he get up into the high ground before he dies? Might be a big deal. Oh, no, he does not. He's dead. All the drones come off the line. Get out of here, Marines. They're going to surround this bunker and kill it. Killing the SCV is a big deal, too, but get inside. Oh, they got the SCV before it could finish the bunker. Huge deal. Drones fighting for their lives. Lings fighting for their lives. Oh, dying very quickly as well. As now there are 4 Marines here. So 2 Lings and 1,000,000 drones against 4 Marines. They want to take down this bunker. Salvage it, Valdas. Not salvaging it. Okay. Probably just canceling it, actually, is what that was. It wasn't even done constructing yet. Slow Overlord coming down. Worst rally of all time. You can't afford to lose this Overlord, Messi. Bad rally. No, we supply block. 24 out of 20 available supply here. All right, so the drone, not quite sure what to do. They're going to go back to work is what they're going to do. SCVs are here to fight. SCV, maybe that's just, you can't really build a bunker that can hit the hatchery anymore is the problem. But you can build a bunker to fall back to if a bunch of Lings show up. Unfortunately, Messi cannot make any more Lings because he is busy building Overlords right now, which again, bit of a mistake. Ling runs down to his death. Do you have a rally? You have a rally pointed to the, like, instant death location on the map right now, Messi. You gotta change that, dude. You have to change it. This Overlord is gonna fly down there and die as well, which I sincerely hope does not happen, but this is looking really bad for the Zerg player. Again, it's a 1-base all-in with no gas out of Valdas. Why does Valdas have a 9 next to his name? Let's get rid of that. Because he has 9 Marines. 8 Marines. Close! He almost had 9 Marines. Wait, hang on. Are there any down here? No, there are not. Alright, the hatchery's going to die, and the broodlings are going to come out, and the Marines aren't even going to worry about it, even though one of them will die in the process. That's gotta, like, give the order to pull back, Commander. The broodlings are out. They can kill us unless we run away from them. And the commander's like, you know what? You guys are expendable. Too bad for you. And 1 Marine died. So how do you get out of this mess if you're Messi? I'm sure that joke has never been made before in relation to the soccer player ever. 3 bunkers here at the front. Can't really get out in any traditional way. Perhaps you can go, again, as we've seen in the Cheese compilation already, go for Drop Lord. You can go for Nidus Worm, but I don't think you're getting out of here conventionally. Although maybe a Baneling bus to get out of your front door would be extremely interesting. And again, I feel like if Valdas walked up here with his Marines, he'd probably win the game. There are 4 Lings, a Queen, and a Spine Crawler, which is what this SCV is trying to scout, right? I mean, how many Marines are there? There are 13 Marines. 13 Marines, you don't even have to really engage the Spine Crawler. Get up and back around here, murder the spawning pool, kill the drones, and you've won the game. But Valdas is being cautious on the side of being kind of dumb. He's a diamond level player, right? So he's good at this game, and assume he's done this a million times before, because you don't like just decide you're going 2-3 proxy racks a Zerg player for one day. You've done this before. You've experimented with it. You've tried to figure it out. You've watched videos on this. And watch build orders. This is a really slow creep forward. Here we go, Messi. Messi coming in with 4 slow Banelings and about 1,000,000 Zerglings. 12 Zerglings that are slow. The Baneling's not quite sure what they want to do. Messi's being, again, conservative here. Doesn't like what he sees. Doesn't like what he sees. There are too many bunkers to fall back to. Killing the barracks doesn't really solve any of his problems, so he decided to just, you know what, we're going to stay back on the creep, where the Banelings are a little faster, and yes, Drop Lord action from Messi. Okay, Drop Lord coming in, trying to spread that creep down just so the bunkers can't get any closer than they already are. Back home, as Valdas make, he does have a bunch of SCVs, but he has 12. Has he made any in this game? You start with 12, don't you? He's getting double refinery. He wants to follow up with something, maybe tanks. I don't know. Marines, again, not really comfortable about attacking Banelings unless they're slow Banes, as these ones are. lair on the way from Messy. Drop Lord action here. Moving, actually just getting a drone out to expand. That's all Messy cares about is expanding right now. Although if he loaded up a ton of Lings and maybe got them out and then into this Overlord that he turned into a Drop Lord, he could get inside the main base and really do some damage. But again, it's not something you're thinking about. You're thinking about, how do I not die in the next couple of minutes? Thinking long-term maybe is a little bit too hard in this situation. Definitely, I've been there before and looked back on my own mistakes when under pressure, and it's a universal thing, you guys. Under pressure, people make mistakes. Robots do not. That's why robot AI is kind of the thing here. People are like, I don't trust a robot to drive, and I'm like, have you been outside driving lately? People are maniacs. People are looking at their phones so much. Every time somebody drifts into my lane or changes lanes without signaling or jumps, like passes on the right, I look over and they're on their phone. People are not watching the road anymore. We need to be saved from ourselves by self-driving cars sooner rather than later. Oh, snap. Messy's expansion got scouted. Forced to be canceled as well. Didn't lose the Drop Lord, though. That's nice. The Marines could have gotten him, but instead they went away for a second and allowed him to escape. Just barely, though. Wait, hold on. Yes, with 34 hit points. Banelings again, kind of just poking down. What up, guys? Not much. Oh, there's an expansion out of Valdas as well. Yeah, I don't know. Messy's going for a Spire, which one-based Spire is not my favorite thing in the whole world, especially against Marines. Spinecrawler trying to come down here and actually burrow itself in range of this bunker, and I think Valdas is going to let him do it. Dude, Valdas. No. Don't allow that. Don't you be allowing that to happen. Where's my zeros at? There they are. Actually, Blink's probably better than it. Anyway, Spinecrawler poking away. Marines kind of stuck. Oh, the Banelings get a huge hit. More Banelings getting on top of these bunkers, killing one of them, but there are still two. This bunker has to pull back, but again, Valdas is in an okay situation. His bunkers pull back. He still has two bunkers full of Marines. He's got gas coming up back home. He's building a factory. He's trying to take up maybe a Banshee, which would be pretty good in this situation, but Messy trying to make this work. That's actually distracting. Lings and trying to kill these Marines, doing pretty well for themselves, but then the bunker shows up. But allowed the Spinecrawler to get in range and then die. Bummer. The zeros are back. I'm just too used to the zeros up here in the score column. Even though it doesn't make any sense, this is not a best of series. This is a one game, but you know what? It's just comfortable. It's comfortable for me to see that up there. Probably for you too. It's been up there for a long time if you've been watching my videos for any length of time. I guess during this lull, I do want to give a quick plug for my Patreon, which is patreon.com/falconpaladin. You can pledge to donate as little as $1 a month to support daily StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void cast, and Brood War 2. Come on, man. Daily cast. I have not missed a day in 2 years. I don't have seasons off. I don't have writer's strikes. I don't miss stuff because I get bored of what I'm doing. No. I love StarCraft. If you love StarCraft 2, then supporting me is something I would appreciate. There's a link in the bottom to patreon.com/falconpaladin. And yeah, as little as $1 a month would be extremely, extremely helpful. If every one of you donated $1 a month, it'd be like the greatest thing of all time for me. I would want to kiss you all right on the cheek. All right, so Valdas is still here, still has his two bunkers. He's not really, I don't know, trying to do this thing. Mutas are out for Messy. Mutas are out. He got him. There's 3, which is why I don't like one base Muta, because 3 Mutas is usually not enough. But you know what? They're locking down this natural expansion of Valdas pretty darn effectively. More Mutas flying on it down. There are 7. Oh, okay, 7's a better number. Better number here. And what is even here to defend? 2 Marines? Making some more Marines. Not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. The Mutas making it happen. Oh, Messy goes 1 base Muta in response to this. And I think he's going to get it. I think Valdas needs to move, or he can't, though. There are too many speed banelings. There's too much creep here. Mules called down. I'm not sure what mules are going to do for you, man. Makes a Marauder. Does Valdas. Ouch. Ouch, is what we're dealing with at this point in time. The Marines, a lot of Marines came back home to try to clean up this infestation. There are quite a few of them. There are 9 of them against 4 Mutas that are here. Where are my 7 Mutas? Oh, 12 Mutas. He's got them. Oh, they're sitting up here inside the main base. Dude, bring them down. Bring him down. But whatever it did, it allowed him to get out. He allowed him to get out. There's nothing in these bunkers anymore. These barracks can die. If Messy wants to kill them, he seems a little bit preoccupied, though. Where's even his attention right now? He's injecting, which is good. He's checking for other stuff. I don't know. He's checking to see maybe if the bunkers are empty. And, oh, the bunkers are empty. Oh, wait, nope, the bunker's not empty. Doesn't matter, it's dead anyway. Lings, blings, and mutas are here. Suddenly, it's 78 to 27 total supply, 34 to 7 harvesters. Messi moving on down with a very typical composition for ZVT, and Valdas has a missile turret and a handful of marines. And I don't think it's going to be enough. When it's 1-to-1, the number of mutas against the number of marines at this level, I think the mutas got it. I mean, 100 marines versus 100 mutas, I think the marines have it. Pretty much in general. All right, so missile turret down, marines with stim and medevacs actually. Banelings clearing them out though. They were too focused. Too focused. Actually allowing the medevac to absorb some of that hit, but no, that's it. Valdas is defeated and Messi is victorious. He got out. He got out, ladies and gentlemen. He were dead. He were dead, but he are now alive. Well done indeed by Messi. That was a really tenuous spot to be in. Again, I think Valdas, if he just moves in with his 9 marines, when Messi's trying to figure out what he wants to do, he wins. But going up ramps can be scary. I understand that. Valdas did not expect the 1-base muta, because I didn't expect it either, but that was the winner. That was the winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. 1-base mutalisk. Okay, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with Cheese Compilation number 10. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.